Hello, this is a tutorial. I'd like to talk quickly about game mode as well as character, avatar, and NPC. So first, if you go to Window, open the Word settings, okay, which I already did, Word settings. So you should see there is a panel pop up here, and you have the game mode. By default, I think the current project we use is third-person game mode. So if I check the details, you can see this game mode including a pawn, which is the avatar you can control, plus a few other elements such as player controller and other HUD. So if I want to search where is this pawn, I can click this browse or the search button, and you can see Unreal gonna point to the actual pawn, which is this called superhero girl. Okay, so if I double click, you can see all the details related to this pawn, camera, and all the blueprint script associated with it. Right, I can close it. So this is how you can control which avatar will be loaded to the game. In some case, if I like to, if I search where is this game mode, if I search, right, you see this is a game mode. It's located in content third person blueprints. Okay, so if I want to use my own game mode, I can copy paste the current one into my personal level, and then I can customize who is the avatar, right? So I can drag and drop into one main and make sure you do the copy here, right? Since I already did this, so it will give me a warning, right? So, and then I can right click, I can rename to something else. So I can say, hey, here is a third person TM, okay? So this will be my own game mode. I can customize. The point is you do not want to change the original game mode because everybody shared the same one, right? The BP superhero girl. So you don't want to change it. You want to customize with your own game mode within your own level. Okay, so I'm going to actually open one main. This is my level now. Once I open my level, I will go ahead change this game mode to my current default game mode. Right. So here I will just see click the third person game mode I just duplicated, and I click this load button. So that's how you can load this game mode directly into your current level. And you can see right now this one is still pointing to the superhero girl, which is okay. But if I search, right, I can see this one is under the folder content mix and mode girl folder. But there's another folder called Leo, and this is a character, the male version of the superhero. So if I want to using this male version, I can just click this load, right? So it's basically populate the Leo, the new avatar into the default path. Okay, so you can see this one is pointing to superhero Leo. So now if I play, you will see instead of have the girl here, I will have the male version, right? The Leo is my character. Very cool. And I can save the file. So if I play this from the lobby, for example, if I go back to lobby, right? As soon as you go to the lobby, you see the default pawn is the superhero girl. But if I'm going back to one main, this is gonna switch to the male version, Leo, right? So the game mode is gonna dictate which pawn you're gonna load into your game. Okay. The same rule you could actually apply. So for example, if I'm not like using a human, I want using a vehicle in my game or using an animal in my game, you can definitely customize your game mode. You can load your own version of pawn. Okay, so this is all kind of controlled right here. I have another tutorial talk about the vehicle control. You guys could take a look at it later. Okay. So maybe I will just show you the vehicle because maybe someone want to do vehicle. So here I will add a feature, right? So go to add feature. I will add the vehicle control right here, right? So side is missing some plugins. Kiosk vehicle plugin. Need a plugin listed above. Make sure display. Okay, so let me enable the missing one. Okay, and then close it. Okay, so you probably need to restart the project in order to make this new plugin show up. So let me save the file and I will restart. Okay. Okay. So I just restarted the computer. So now if I go back to one main, okay, open. Okay. So right now I have loaded the vehicle mode. So here in the game mode, if I switch, I can see there's another one called vehicle advanced game mode right here. Okay. So I will change this to it. And then you can see it's automatically pointing to sports car pawn, right? So if I play now, oh sorry, I have to open the one min first. Oh, actually I did that. Okay. Why I'm still in the lobby? That's interesting. Hold on. Oh, maybe it's because I'm too close to the portal. So whenever you start the game, it's automatically load the trigger box. It's teleported you. Okay. So I just move the player start a little bit further away from the pawn. So now you have the vehicle. Okay. So WASD is the control. So instead of have a avatar, a human, you have a vehicle now as your pawn. And I believe if you touch the teleport pedal, it should basically teleport back to the lobby. So let's try that. Yeah. So it's going back now. Okay. So that's pretty cool. So whenever you go into one main now, instead of Leo or the superhero girl, you have the vehicle as your pawn. I think this vehicle, if you're using the tab key, you can actually switch the view to first person. Yeah, it's actually pretty cool. And also, if you take a look at the pawn here, it's called sports car. If you search, it's right here, sports car. It has another car. I think it's called off-road car. So if you want to using this car instead, you can choose load. Right, so loading the off-road car into the default pawn. So now, if I play, I should have another vehicle. Right? Just two different type of cars. So it still works if you're using the tab key. So you can switch to the first person. Okay. Yeah. So feel free. I think you got a point. Is in Unreal, the pawn could be character, humanoid, robots, or it could be a car, right? Or could be a dragon. Ooh, there's a collision between the dragon and the car. Oh boy. Okay. Oh, yep. There's definitely a physics here. The car is kind of being damaged, smashed by the dragon. That's pretty cool. I like it. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I think that's all about the game mode. Let's save everything. Then I will talk a little bit about NPC. Okay, non-player controlled avatar. So here you can see a few people I dragged in. So here, if I right-click Browse to Asset, I can see they come from Browse to Asset. They come from here. So that's under Content Maximal Goal, and then here's the low poly AI. So basically, these are NPC, non-player controlled character. So if I double click, I can see this one has some really simple logic associated with it. So basically, it will search a random location in a game and then move to the random location. Once it's reached to the target, It will delay a little bit and then repeat the same action. Choose another random location and then walk here. Super simple AI for this, right? Another thing you want to do is you can drag multiple. Is you want to create a navigation mesh. So here, if you go ahead, open the place actor panel here, you can open up this guy, and then you can just simply search nav mesh. Right? It's called a navigation mesh boundary. So if you drag into your level, you basically create a bounding box for this. You can see this, right? A little bit hard to see, but let me switch to the unlit. You can see the box right here. So if I'm using P on the keyboard, I can display where are these navigation mesh. So basically, this define the boundaries of the NPC is able to walk. Okay. In the same time, in the future, if you want to do a VR pong, this will be the area you can define where they can walk to. All right. So here, I will just make the second because I already did one before. So I will make the second one really long, just using scale. Right. By the way, the quick shortcut to scale object is the WER. You can try. W is move, E is rotate, R is scale. Okay, so I just create another zone here. So if I press P again, they disappear. Okay, so this define the boundaries of this NPC is able to move. So if I play, I will probably not do the car anymore. Let me switch the game mode from the vehicle to my TPTM. Right, so I will play. All right, so this is Leo, and then you can see this NPC is running around. Okay, random location. And you'll see another NPC. This NPC looks a little bit different. If I right click browse to asset, this one is called agent AI. So compared to the farmers, this one we add a little bit more script. This is the blueprint. So this one actually has a palm sensing system, which is able to see and hear, right? So this one can recognize a player and then make certain actions based on the logic. So besides random location, this one has a few other script. So for example, this is a random face. So this one will load a random face from a list of avatars. So here's a face list. Yeah, so these are the 11 agents can be loaded as a face. And also I have this called chase player. So it's automatically detect the superhero girl. So if you're using Leo, it doesn't really do anything. But if the superhero girl, this is gonna chase you. And then once the AI moved to the target, then you're gonna do cast a script to the superhero girl avatar and say game over. Right. So there are certain functions within that avatar is called game over. So that's the basic logic of this agent AI. But if it failed to reach the girl, it will just wait a few seconds and then do the random location again. Okay. Also, we have agent death. Yeah, this is another thing you guys can learn from my posted video before, is how you can trigger the death of this agent. So it will stop the simulation, right? It will collapse when you trigger the physics. Yeah, that's the logic. So now if I close this guy, if I just drag a few agents here, I have two agents now. If I play, you can see they will not really recognize Leo. So they just randomly walk, right? Do nothing. Right? But if I switch this back to third person BP, right? This will be the superhero girl. then you will see this agent will do something, right? So if I show up here, the agent is gonna chase me, right? And then if I be caught by the agent, there's a death animation. Yeah, so that's the kind of logic in this new level now. So you have to be careful, not be caught by the agent. Okay. All right. I think that's pretty much. Since there's some error message, that's okay because we are not really put the girl into the jail. There's no such thing in this game. And maybe I will just show you since we are already here. So this is the Supergirl logic. So here I wrote some blueprint. I think is the death animation. So once you be caught by the police, game over. Yeah, this is called game over script. So whenever the game over function be triggered, then the couple thing will happen. So first you're gonna simulate the physics. So that's the reason the girl collapsed. Then you delay for 2 seconds. Then you destroy the actor, right? So actor is gone. Then at the same time, you spawn another Supergirl hero actor into the jail. So that's the logic in the original one. I think the spawn transform, this is the arrow come from. Because when you spawn, you have to give a location to this jail. So right now I'm using a class called target point. So I don't have this in my level. So if I want to make it work, right, I will just put target point maybe into somewhere. So I just put target point here. Maybe I'll just spawn directly into this tiny building, right? So the girl will be put in the prison, right? If the game over, the girl gonna just simply be relocated, transformed into a new position right here. So that will actually make this script working, right? As you can see, this is basically just respawn the character, then possess the character. All right, so let me save the file, and then let's play again. So hopefully this time there's no error message. So if the agent caught the superhero girl, yeah, she died, and then she will be respawned in this building. That's pretty cool. So we have a kind of like an entire new building, new game now. So I have to run away, right? If you run outside the boundary, the navigation mesh, the agent is not able to chase you anymore because they have only limited. But if you're caught, then you respawn here. Yeah, I think this is actually pretty fun. I like it. Okay. All right. I think that's enough about NPC and Avatar. I hope you learned something new in this tutorial. Again, if you really want to dive into the details about AI, how to control more complicated behaviors, I encourage you to watch my other tutorials related to NPC and AI. But this one is a really, really basic one. Just random move and then chase the player and then trigger the game over animation, game over script. All right.